And I mean just that, be sure to hit the like button, share this content, let that friend or that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Baby.
What more do you want me?
Come on. Yeah. Mama said there'll be days just like this. Come on. All right, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's get it. Stand tall or not at all, baby. Come on. Hey. Ho. Let's get it. 5, 4. Let me know if the audio is straight. Put a 1 in the chat, baby. Come on. Come on with it. The name is Law Nation. Hey. Ho. Let's get it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on.
He ain't lying.
Come on with it, baby.
This mother don't miss.
No, he's good.
That mother don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss. In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
Come on. Come on. What's good with y'all, man? What's good with you, and you over there, and everybody that's here?
Nobody, baby.
Come on, baby. Who?
And who can do it like me?
Nobody. Come on, baby.
Give me what you need.
Come on with it.
Who can do you all night long?
Nobody, baby. Who did we sign? Nobody, baby. Come on, baby. All right. So the Dallas Cowboys, OTAs, is on its way. And I'm just telling y'all, right now, be prepared for the moment because Michael Parsons, he's looking for his bag, man. And it's going to be an uphill battle, right? Because the Jones family got their minds already set up with a philosophy, right? They got their mind set all the way up already. So it's a situation and scenario that the Cowboys, we just got to be prepared for the moment, right? I get it. Parsons, contract situation for the nation. On top of that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if it took Nick Bosa to hold out, step back, work in the woods, in the mountains with his father, right? It's going to take my guy Parsons to do similar things to get his money, his bag, his remunerations. And that's just how it goes with this particular situation, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if I can clean it up just a little bit better for you all. We got a plethora of things we're going to talk about. But first and foremost, let's talk about the ideology of Parsons himself working with my guy Tony Mack. He is a phenomenal trainer. He does a lot for the community. I think that when you think about it all together, on the low end, what if Parsons can only give you 11 sacks opposed to 13? That's the situation there, right? I think that Parsons, in a whole situation, he's still going to give you production. He's still going to give you productivity. He's still going to do his thing regardless of the situation. Believe it or not, hear me out. Put that butter knife down. Don't shank your boy over here. Don't shake me, baby. Don't shake me, baby. Don't hit me up with that, man. Come on, man. He would work out more with Tony Mack opposed to being at OTAs. He will work out more because working with Tony ain't playing around with it, man. And one thing I'm going to tell you about boxing, it is what it is. It's the chamber of truth. Let me say this again. It's the chamber of truth. You can't play boxing. You got to be in shape. And I ain't talking about TikTok shape. You got to be in real deal Holyfield types of shape over here. And Parsons is going to be just that. Now, football shape is a whole nother situation. But this is OTAs. And on top of that, they are going to be doing certain drills and certain things as far as team building. But he's going to be at his most with Tony Mack because you can't play around with boxing, man. Who been in the ring before? You know, who did them burpees a few times, right? And the diet that goes with it. Now, we ain't trying to tell Parsons to slim or lose weight or what have you. But what I'm saying to you all is that collectively speaking, Parsons is on a mission. Now, the only thing that's going to happen that's going to be on the negative side of everything is this right here. The price of the bag is going to go up. It's not going to go down. That's negatively speaking. You know, everything else is what it is. It's going to remain the same. Now, shout out to you, Italian Cowboy. Appreciate you. He says, yeah. And then Saiton says, Micah is selfish. Well, we can say the same for Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan, Kobe, Shaq. We can say the same for Jerry Rice. I mean, Jerry Rice played football so long, shoot, he had forehead like Stephen A. Smith and decided to braid that to the back, right? You know, so all of the greats got one of these things that we talk about, selfish. Bosa, selfish, right? Didn't want to play for peanuts and said, hey, this is not enough money. So he stood out and held out. Aaron Donald, selfish to a degree. You know, they all won. But I get it what you're saying, Saiton. Everyone have a reason, but results are what matter, right? But we got to look at it from those perspectives. How can we win? How can we win without Parsons then? Who else can stand tall? Who else need to be the dude that say, hey, I'm the leader. I'm the leader of this team. Who else can stand tall? Could it be that it is that this dude right here, let me see if I can find him because I had him on my Twitter. Let me pull up my Twitter right quick. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Could it be, not TikTok, but Twitter? Pull up Twitter. And could it be him?
When we get an opportunity to get some linebacker,
This is too.
it's always special when we get an opportunity to get some linebacker love because we are the best athletes on the field, Mr. Kendrick.
When you think about like overall athleticism, strength, the overall best athletes, linebackers every time. Who's the heart of the team? It's linebackers.
It's offensive linemen. The game cannot start without an offensive line snapping the ball. Offensive linemen do not come off the field. Y'all come off the field on third down at times.
Not me.
You can't take him out.
He said, hey, not me. And then I showed a highlight reel. I can't play the audio because it's copyrighted. But I'm going to tell y'all, check out my Twitter page and check out my shorts and as well as my Instagram. And you'll see the fullness of that video or also my Facebook. And shorts, right? I said shorts, right? So check out my shorts. But results are what matter. And also coaching what matters too. Coaching got to figure out a way. So when Parsons is eligible to come out there on the field, then they're not looking for it. They're not looking for, shout out to you, Italian Cowboy. They are not looking for excuses, right? They're looking for results. And the coaches got to marry what they can get out of a player onto the field. You want your mind of a coach on the field into the players. Now, regardless of the situation, if we want to point the finger at one, then, man, it's going to be difficult to really look into it because it takes a complete team. Now, let me say this. There's a video also circulating about the anti-selfish person. It's Tom Brady, right? He was doing a seminar speaking to the youth, and he said that he look at every game, including preseason, like it's the Super Bowl. And he lived with that. He was molded with that. He had his mindset already created that, hey, I'm going to put forth and bring forth all that I have, the best. And we're going to play some of this audio after I read this super chat from Saiton. He says, anyone who's advocating for CD to get paid has to put a disclaimer that the success is under Dak. Dak made CD into an all-pro. If you pay CD, then half of the money need to go to Dak account. Hey, man. All I can say is under the careful watch of CD, I would tell you this. There's no room for ambiguity with your statement there. You're not out of the woods when you say that. Right? It is clear and obviously, right, that with the kind of caliber of wide receiver CeeDee Lamb is married to the kind of caliber of quarterback that you receive too. It's granted. While healthy, CeeDee Lamb and while healthy, Dak Prescott, they put up phenomenal yards and numbers, right? Even if you go back to the rookie year of CeeDee, right, a chunk of all of his yardage came when Dak Prescott was there. And when he got hurt, he fell off, right? And then even when you look into the confines of 2022, when he got hurt, CeeDee Lamb's numbers wasn't there. So my argument always been that too, as well. When we start to use the Jay Jetta or Justin Jefferson, right, comparisons to CeeDee Lamb, right? He played in a situation whereas he always had his said quarterback healthy, right? And he put up crazy good numbers, right? And people would like to marry Kirk Cousins to Jay Jetta, but at the end of the day, I think Kirk got hurt last season, and who else fell off? Oh, Jay Jetta fell off. So you look at to both of those things, but I would tell you that CeeDee Lamb, in my opinion, is better than Jay Jetta, and I know I'm going to get some hate mail for that, and that's okay. I'll live on that. I'll fall on that sword, you know, and no Eddie. And on top of that, when people say that Kirk Cousins, I had a few people to hit me up in the comment box saying Kirk Cousins is better than Dak Prescott, et cetera, and all of those things are falsehoods, right? But I'm looking at it from these aspects. Jerry Jones is in a situation whereas literally he got a good problem to have. He got a real good problem to have, ladies and gentlemen. What's the problem? He got a generational talent in Michael Parsons. He got a phenomenal 88 talented in CeeDee Lamb. 88, he's doing things that no other 88 ever done before, right? And at the end of the day, he got a quarterback that's on pathway, believe it or not, and I'm not trying to, pump up the brother, but he's on a pathway to literally, outside of postseasons and Super Bowl, of shattering all of Cowboys records at quarterback, right? And I know some people mad right now, oh, not Dak Prescott, man, but that's just how it is. And yes, we are in a passing league, but I can go flow for flow with y'all, man, blow for blow. On when we look at the things that were surrounded by this particular quarterback, is not the same for those other two quarterbacks that got Super Bowl rings. Come on, man. I don't see doomsday defense here. I don't see a Tony D over here. You get with what I'm saying? You following my flow? All I'm wanting, give me the doomsday defense with Dak Prescott right now. Give me that running game right now. Give me the 90s offensive line or the 90s defense right now. I'm quite sure that we can replicate some of the success. And I'm not even talking about Tom Landry. Give me Tom Landry right now on this particular team. Oh, my goodness. Pull him up out of the grave or up out of the heavens. Come on, man. Shoot. It will be crazy. And on top of that, give me Jimmy Johnson. Man, just give me him for about 2 or 3 seasons, man. So he can whoop upon all of the players on his team mindset and mentality. It will be crazy. And it flows just like this because here's what I'm saying. We don't need Hall of Famers on every single position on that front five because I want to ask you all, out of the front five in the 90s, name me all of the first round draft picks. Or was it coaching, right? Come on, man. Bad Intention says Marcus Mariota have more playoff wins than Dak Prescott and Tony. Yeah. And I think Rex Grossman do too. Rex Grossman of all people, right? How gross. Seiton says we do need Hall of Famers on that D-line. We do. I will accept that. But let's listen before my point goes too far off into the woods here. I want you guys to listen to this with soft ears, right? Not hard ones. Don't block out the intentions of what Tom Brady is saying because he's Tom Brady. And Tom Brady, I think that he was speaking truths. And somebody in that room, in that seminar, are going to take that home and put it in their back pocket and pull it out when it's time to have the difficult moments. So let's listen to this, man. And Tom Brady, to me, he is the kind of caliber of quarterback that you hate him while he's playing, but after his career, you tend to look over everything. You say, hey, man, I appreciate him, right? I appreciate all of the great stuff that he was able to do, whether it was cheating or not, right? Deflate gate or not, softballs, hard balls. I don't know, regardless of it, salute to him because he's always carried this mentality. And for my fella who was saying that, certain players are selfish, well, this one guy, he's for dog sure, is selfish. Not on the field, but off the field. He was like, hey, Giselle, I'm going to retire. Okay, now you can take the kids to Chuck E. Cheese. And he was like, F them kids. I'm going back to play football, right? He had left us so cold and dry. You know what they say? You know what they say about boxers? Don't dissipate because it take your legs away. Well, maybe he wasn't dissipating with her, allegedly, So she was like, let me go get the karate instructor. Let him fold me up like a wallet because he ain't doing it at the house. Allegedly, don't come after me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have Tasha K's type of money. But he was very selfish because he loved the game so much that he was like, I don't give a dog about the lady at the house. I care about the man on the field. Pause if necessary. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Action Power says never hate greatness. You had to salute to him, right. Let's listen to what he had to say with this. Shout out, kudos and credence to him too.
When you have 53 guys on the team and you think it's about you, it ain't about you. It's about us. And the biggest problem I see with a lot of the young players today, you guys are making it too much about I and me. Because of social media, because of branding and all that. It's fine. You're not going to win. There was a difference between being a star and being a champion. Every day of practice is important. You know why? Because when I was on the Patriots and we had 20 years winning, every day was a big day.
This dude literally gave us some good quotes, quotable quotes. It's different than being a star than a champion. Woo, God. Hey, if y'all, I told y'all to listen to this with soft ears, not heavy ears. Soft ears. What we wear on the side of our helmet. Woo! We wear some stars, baby. And I know the brand 53 brands, but man, he talking about some real stuff, man. It's different from being a star than a champion, right? And when you digest that just alone by itself, woo! I wish I had that doggone meme that where Weezy was like, woo! Because at the end of the day, everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. And he's spitting all of the truth right there. Out of all of the languages in the world, he decided to speak facts. He didn't speak nothing else but facts on that. And there's millions of languages in the world. Come on.
I treated a preseason game, I treated a regular season like it was the Super Bowl.
Right.
So when I got to the Super Bowl, it was just another day for me. There should be nobody in your life that should have higher expectations for you than you.
You're going to evolve or you're not. You're going to keep evolving or you're not. And if you're not, the world still spins. If you're forever curious, you'll always keep getting better.
There's the words of Jay-Z, and he trying to evolve real quickly, man. I can't talk on some things, man, because, you know what I'm saying, I don't have no special services, man, to take care of me. I don't want FBI to come knocking at my door. But I'm going to tell y'all this right here. He's spitting truth right there. You know, either, you know, you're going to stay the same, right, and grow and be that person who stood the same, or you're going to try to evolve, right? And your curiosity is always going to get you into situations that you can literally become better, right? You can literally improve your skill sets. You can literally do those things to be just like what Parsons is doing. He is trying to figure out ways that he can become better, right? I need to work on my hands. I need to work on my dexterity. I need to work on my exclusiveness, you know, explosions. I need to work on all of the E's, however you get those words up out of there, you know. And I need to learn that, hey, if I can win in this way, man, I can win in all ways, right? That's just how it is, man, you know, and that's just what it is. Roy Williams in the chat says, man was spitting fire. Champions versus stars. That could be the title of somebody's YouTube video and have millions of views. And that's not a direct shot at the Cowboys, because stardom is everywhere, right? There are people that are doing TikTok stuff that make millions of dollars, right? There are stars being made basically from YouTube, make millions of dollars. You know, Instagram, right? The WNBA. You can be 0-4 and still get a multi-deal, you know, if you got the stardom, right? Not going to say her name, but she's doing some things, right? Because the eyeballs are glued to what she can bring to the table from her collegiate career. Now it's time for her to continue to listen to that last part where Jay-Z said, right? She got to evolve. She got to figure out ways to get unstuck, right? The game is a real game. So what most people do is that they would read one chapter out of your book and declare that they know your story, which that's not the case nor the scenario. It took Jordan 7 seasons, right? It took Jordan to get somebody else, and I'm talking about MJ. Yeah, but people forget about all of the pitfalls, right? They marvel at your success. But for those who are old enough to remember, them Detroit Pistons used to beat the brakes off the Bulls, man. How many Bulls fans that cried after those losses? Come on, man. Shoot. Action Powell says, Law, what do you think of Pac Biggie thinking about this right now? You know, it's Riggs, man. Yeah. Pac and Biggie. Riggs! Come on with it, baby. Yes, indeed, Italian Cowboy. Yeah, selective memory, right? To this day, I can't stand the Detroit Lions for what they did to my 90s Cowboys. That was ass whooping, for real, for real. I cried that night. Yeah, I ain't afraid to say it. I cried. I thought for sure we was going to beat up little Barry Sanders and all of those boys. And it hurts my heart when I see Cowboy fans saying, yeah, man, yeah, Barry Sanders better than Emmett. I'm like, ah, man, F y'all. You know what I'm saying? Riggs! Yes, indeed. Yeah. It's Riggs, baby. Yeah. Some of y'all little Barry Sanders. Yeah, Riggs. Can't stand y'all, man. But moving a little bit further down the line, yeah, Jake. That Jake Plummer, man. That game was brutal. That game was brutal, bro. That game was brutal. When we lost to Carolina, that was brutal. When we lost, did we lose? Who else we lost to? Those early, those post 90s eras of the Cowboys doing good, and we find ways to get it. Look, I cried real tears, man. To this day, I got a blood brother, man, that's an Eagles fan, and when the Cowboys versus the Eagles, I still get mad at him to this day. Boy, I cried like a little old baby, man, when Michael Irvin was stiff and motionless, on the sidelines after he got hit against the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, man, I could, yeah. And Louis, Jake the home, he was on our side, right? He was one of our guys, Yeah. So it's crazy, man. It's Riggs, man. It's Riggs. But neither here nor there. The Dallas Cowboys, we got a situation going with the arguments about Mazy. Now, Dan Rogers did a vid on Mazy, and I want to pull this up. Shout out to him. So kudos and credence to him. And he was talking about, his burst, his get off and things. And you can see that on this tape, it's not the best. These are more so like lowlights, right? And he get washed down. He getting his clothes all dirty right there, right? And then he lunges forward. And all of these poor techniques that you would see that's not feasible in the National Football League. You never want your 300-pound guy laying on the ground, right? You want him to put people on grounds, right? And this was his first year. He get washed out, and he gets on a ride. Yeah, he gets on a good ride. Come along, my friends, come along and get on and ride this train. He get real beat up on that game. He's two up right here, and you want to keep your pad levels low, right? Tosses to the ground, and he get whooped upon. Here's my 1,000 truths. Slow get off, two up right here. Here's my 1,000 truth. He gets sealed off right here. And I get it, Nobody loves that, Nobody.
Nobody, baby.
Nobody loves that. But here's my 1,000 truths on all of this, ladies and gentlemen. Who? I said this yesterday. Who flourished and excelled and grew in Aiden Durday's system, right? And on top of that, Coach Jeff Z, and Greg Ellis, just by us adopting those two souls on this team, I'm quite sure that the proper techniques are going to be taught. Not saying that Aiden Durday is hogwash and he's trash or what have you, but hey, at the end of the day, your resume speaks for yourself.
Nobody, baby.
Nobody grew up under Aiden Durday in his years here. Matter of fact, Osa, to me, his improvement came during the offseason when he worked with my guy who's, he's not braggadocious. He just like to let his own work do his own shine, right? He grew more with Brandon Tuck, And Coach B. Tuck was telling us, he has to spend all offseason teaching these guys new material and unteach them from what previously was taught to them, right? And that's neither here nor there. I'm not beating up Aiden Durday, but I'm just speaking from what I can see from a tangible situation, right? Not to tread on bad, grounds with, these type of things. Swayze with a super chat for $4.99 says, why can't we get a secret tape on Jerry like they did with Puffy last week? Laugh out loud. We all in the Al Davis era. Most of us knew this day will come. The Al Davis era. Oh, my goodness, man. Because Jerry Jones got more money than Diddy, right? Jerry Jones. Look, if Jerry Jones woke up with Puff Diddy's money, right, he would jump off an airplane and slit his wrist and neck before he hit the ground and say, I'm broke. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. But what I've said is basically Jerry Jones, I don't foresee Jerry Jones as evil and cynical and diabolical as the Sean Diddy Combs or whatever it may be, right? Jerry Jones wouldn't hurt a fly. The worst that he can do is to, maybe tell a lady, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, in the blue dress, come by Sweet 16. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm on a Sweet 16 row, third door down, twice removed, right? That's the worst he can do, right? But I don't think that Jerry Jones is that diabolical and that evil, and we never heard stories of Jerry Jones hitting anyone, right? He wouldn't hurt a fly. He's very compassionate, and he got a heart. He got a heart, man. Yeah. Action Powers at law stop the cap. Come on, man. He put salt on his McGriddle. Ain't that right? Y'all leave Jerry alone. Y'all ain't finna mess me up over here. I'm still trying to get one of these, man. They say, hey, law man, how much Jerry paying you? I said, he need to pay me a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to look, man. Jerry. Yeah. Law calling Jerry soft. Hey, no Eddie, man. All I can tell y'all, man, leave the old man alone. I read somebody post, and I think it was Jay Lombardi. He said that we are one owner away from winning the Super Bowl. I said, man, that's clever thinking right there. One owner away. But look, the thing is with Jerry, people think that, Jerry's this evil guy. But when Jerry want things to get done, he get them done. Name me another player that can stab somebody in the neck allegedly. You know what I'm saying? And I got to put allegedly on this stuff. And they can still be uncharged, unarrested, and still walk around and be employable, right? Name me another player that can ride with allegedly 255 pounds of that good stuff, that sticky, icky stuff, across state lines or what have you, and still get a job, man. Name me that person that can be driving while drunk and absolutely annihilate, unalive some of their friends or teammates. And on top of that, they'd still get a job. Let me know. Sure, I need some friends. I need some friends like that, man. I need some friends like Jerry. I ain't making light of the situation. But all of those three people that I mentioned and named, none of them was of the same complexion for the protection. None of them. So shoo. Look, Jerry Jones, if he was really that evil man that people say, because there was another situation that I think this coach name was Anthony Lynn. He was on a whole nother team. And he paid for the funeral arrangement and everything. I think Anthony Lynn, he was a coach from some other team. I forgot the full story. Apology, right? Apologize for pieces of the story. But Jerry said, look, I don't even want this to be in the news. I'm going to take care of all of this for your family and everything. We're going to put you up. And look it up. Just type in Anthony. Wasn't that the coach for the Chargers? Yeah. Yeah, so Jerry Jones is well connected, man. Y'all, see, I know what y'all try to do, man. Y'all try to get me over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all try to get me. Law Nation, hands up, Step out, walk backwards, We getting you for trademark infringement, right? Y'all trying to have the charges on me. Yeah, that's what y'all trying to do, man. But what I'm saying is Jerry looks out for the people that he rolled with. See, the problem is people forgot. It's a battle. It's a battle between Jerry and the other 31 probably owners. Not everybody's cool with Jerry. I think it's literally, and hear me out, there's about probably 2 or 3 owners on his side. He's fighting all of them. And then he put the fight to Roger Goodell. He did. He tried to take $45 million from Roger Goodell and said, hey, I'm voting against him. I don't think that he should get paid his coins. And everybody like, hey, but this Roger Goodell character put money in our britches, man. We ain't going to vote on your side. And Jerry was left out there in the cold. Can you imagine you thinking that you got some homies that's willing to roll with you, fight with you, and do a whole bunch of other stuff with you, and when it's time for you to take down the man, they say, hey, man, but this dude gave us money. You are not willing to give us money. And Jerry like, bull sugar, in 95, 96, I gave all of y'all money. Y'all got a chance and ability to have the states to pay for your stadium. Y'all have the chance and the possibilities to have your personalized brand and sponsorships outside of Rodell, and y'all gonna do this to me? See, I'm going too far in, right? You know. But these big stadiums wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for that old man Jerry, right? So it's just what it is. All I can say is, Jerry, there's 2 Jerrys. Jerry the businessman and Jerry the GM / the meddling owner. I get all of that. But Jerry collectively, sure, if you weigh it out, he's a good dude. That's all I'm going to say. Holly says, can I get Law Nation for life from everyone in the chat? Law Nation for life. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you, man. LN4L, man. If y'all can put that in the chat, that would mean a lot for me, man. Come on. Come on, baby.
Does it
LN for life, baby. But here's the problem, though. I think it's Steven. I think Steven got a little bit more pull to everything. That's all I'm going to say on it. Hey, Steven, you know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I got. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to be like Jaguar right with mines, but I know some things, though. I ain't going to be like her, though. I ain't going to be like her. Y'all know how she do. Just Google Jaguar Wright or oh my God, Charleston White. You know, one of those boys. You know, yeah. I ain't gonna do that. You know, I like moving around in Dallas, man. You know, yeah. All right, so this is my guy Jay Tuck, man. He don't do a good job at all. Just let him know that he do a great job. You know, let's listen to what he have to say about this Mazy situation.
When it comes to Coach Zimmer, because Dan Quinn's an op right now, so the hell with Dan Quinn, right? He's gone. This is going to be, I think, his bread and butter, right? This is where we're going to simplify things for Mazy Smith. I think this is where Zimmer's been talking about in some of the interviews. Just go, smell the breath of the center.
I love it.
Be an anchor in, and make a play. This is it. Simple.
Let's pause it right here. So when he's talking about being the breath of the center, he's lining up basically. That's not even one take. He's 0. That dude lined it right over the center, right? And there's no hate. There's no manipulations. That's just, I'm going to take a man and I'm going to move him back. I'm going to move him back to this area right here. So I do like this. Let me put my Sharpie over here. I do like Mazy right here. There's not gapping it. That's just straight over the center, and that's pushing things back, man. And look, you can't have it both ways. You can't have a guy that never did this before to all of a sudden we want him to pass rush and shoot to the edge, or we want him to pass rush and shoot to the edge. No, I want him to take it's 5 guys on that front 5. I want him to make an impact. If I know that he don't have bursts, if I know that he don't have get off, if I know that he plays sometimes with pad levels a little too high, what I want him to do is work on one thing that you're great at, right? And you're a strong mother sucker, right? So what I want him to do is to take that weight that he got, that strength that he got, and apply it, right? And we'll work on hands, shoulders, knees, elbows, burst, get off later. We'll work on, look, like I'm saying, I want him to be 1% better a day. That's all I'm looking for is 1%. However you draw that percentage sign. 1%, that's all I'm looking for is 1%. You see, what happened here in Cowboys land is that we look at people as a first-round draft pick, and we want him to be AD. We want him to be Aaron Donald. Oh, my goodness. We want him to be Jordan Davis. And even Jordan Davis not Jordan Davis. You know what I'm saying? We want him to be we got a super chat. Appreciate you, bro.
With DA-Fax, we dim boys.
Shoot. Let's go with it. Appreciate you, Travis. Appreciate you, man. He says, law with the facts. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for your support for the nation, man. Appreciate you. I put that in the Oxnard Fund. So you guys get what I'm saying is that sometimes we just got to sit back, man, and just let these guys develop. I don't think that he's going to have a breakout season this year. I will be floored. I will be happy if he can give me 1 sack. But what I want him to do is occupy that middle of the field, push things back. Just like that bologna meat, man. I want him to push it back when that heat hit it.
Please come home. I got beans and bologna.
And if you're from the South, man, if you like me, man, you got to slice the edges, man. Yeah. I want him. Let me draw the bologna, man. Yeah. This is bologna right here. This is bologna. That's when it's on that skillet. And then what I want him to do is I want him to push that bologna meat back right here. Push that, apply the heat, man. Apply that heat, man. Push all that back, man. And then I want these edges, man. Slice them. Slice these edges so this can collapse, Somebody, y'all ain't used to it like that, man. Come on. I want Mazy to, come on, man. Push that bologna meat back, man. Come on with it, baby. Yeah. Let's go with it.
And there might be a situation where Zim's like, you know what, Mazy, I don't want you to do nothing else but this. That's it. That's it. Go hold up this center. Go eat up blocks and free up other players so they can go make pass rush plays and do all those other things, and linebackers can flow in traffic. This might be where Zimmer's really going to simplify things for Mazy. And this is what he does best, right? I mean, he can just be your wrecking ball. Technique-wise, moving lateral and all those, that's going to be a work in progress.
Watch
free
this.
up other players.
Watch this.
Go hold up this center.
Look at 32, man. Is that Rashawn Evans? This is what your linebacker's supposed to do. Watch this linebacker. He gonna take his job. He gonna do his job. Get him about the way, and there's a gap right here. I want you to feel this. I want you to feel that hole up right there, man. Yeah, I want him to fill that hole up. 32, and then 28. He need to fill that hole up, but he gotta be slow though. 28 can't make a rash decision because he can play action. That's what I want, man. And we can get this stuff done, man. It's not that hard, man. It's definitely not hard, man. Come on.
Please come home. I got beans and bologna.
Yeah. And put some toast on mine, man. Let me get some mustard, man. And, I'm gonna squeeze it together and all of that stuff, man. Yeah. Toast mine, man.
Go eat up blocks and free up other players so they can go make
put some toast on that bologna.
All those other things, and linebackers can flow in traffic. This might be where Zimmer's really going to simplify things for Mazy. And this is what he does best, right? I mean, he can just be your wrecking ball. Technique-wise, moving lateral and all those, that's going to be a work in progress. But if there's one thing you can really stamp when it comes to Mazy Smith.
32, coming out of the field.
Where you can stamp it. Mazy Smith, go be your wrecking ball. So I think just naturally having Coach Zimmer out there, having the new defense, the new identity, I think Mazy Smith is going to take a leap. I know a lot of people want to mark him off and write him off. I wouldn't do that just yet, right? Now,
yeah, don't write him off, man. And let me get back to this. one. So this is my other guy. He just put the clips out there. He didn't break it down, but let me see if I can break it down for y'all, man. Look at Mazy, man. Okay, he's shading the one, and he get. Hey, he just get folded, man. That's like a little lawn chair right here. Where that Eagles tape at? Hold on. We're gonna fast forward. Yeah, right here. This is a terrible place to be in. Is that the Kelsey brother right there? with that Kelsey brother. And to be fair, man, he do that to everybody, man, not just him. Sure. Look, we ought to. This is terrible right here.
Please come home. I got beans and bologna. Yeah.
All right, so let me break this down right quick, man. Oh, hey, he didn't really do anything. It's just poor technique. Okay, if you're going to launch, what's the first thing? What's the first thing that's going to be missing from you? I want y'all to pay attention to the feet. Rodriguez says, law frying up that baloney. Appreciate you so much, man.
Please come home.
Come on with it, man. Action Pounds and terrible take. Man, hey, man, just hear me out, man. A body in motion stays in motion, right? But if you don't have frictions on your feet, and if you leave your feet too early, all he had to do is just sway and step back. And this is just pure knowledge of the game. And I don't even think that his hands was even in place for him to even touch him, right? And he just used a kung fu move and slide to the left, or technically to the right here. Look, yeah. It's terrible right here, man. Like, your lower body, man, like there's no ground under your feet, bro. You can't. You got them, what we call Mario versus Luigi. He got them yum-yums on. Who played with Luigi? He can't even stop his feet. That brother got yum-yums, man. That's just what it is. And so
this is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
Yes, and then he got yum-yums, man. So he didn't even lose a rep right here. That's just wisdom, man. That's just wisdom, man, and understanding of the game. Hey, the Eagles going to miss some of this, though. The Eagles going to miss some of this. Just pure crazy technique, man, and he's good with it. Yeah, look. Oh, my gosh, man. So much respect for this man because he didn't even finish him. Yeah, he could have finished him. He could have pushed him down even more in his back. He could have laid all over him. He could have fertilized him. Yeah, like somebody said in the chat, shout out to you, Harrison, for becoming a member, gold member at that, level 2. Appreciate you, man. Come on, Law. He got swallowed up.
Sacrifice.
Come on, man. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. I ain't gonna do Mazy like that today, man. Appreciate you so much for the super chat. All right. So no chance right here. Let's see what he do. Get off. Same problem. He keep leaving his feet, man. Come on, Mazy. Get some bigger spikes, man. Come on. All right. So think of it this way. When the offensive linemen, all they want to do is keep their shoulders squared, right? But if they see you lunging and if you're reaching, they're going to teach you. They're going to be able to just move your weight distribution out the way. And I'm telling you, he got to get his base better, and pay attention to what 95 is doing to the opposite end. He got a better base, man. But these boys, let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit. That's just crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And that's just terrible technique, man. I think Mazy, he's going to have to work on his technique. I think that also when you look into this film and you look at this analysis of what my guy broke down or he put together, this is basically good tape, believe it or not, because now we can literally look at his pitfalls and the things that he's not doing great at. Ask Coach Jeff and Greg Ellis, what do I need to work on? I need to send this over to Brandon Tuck and say, hey, man, what do he need to work on? I guarantee you 100% he's going to say feet, because that's what Tuck, he said the first thing he teach all of his guys, feet. You can't anchor without your feet. Look at him. Come on, man. Mazy.
Swallowed up.
Come on, Mazy.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
You gotta get that ground up under him, man. Got to get that ground better up under him. And that's just what I'm saying. I think that he's strong as an ox. I think that he is strong as an ox. I think that he do have some good hands. The problem is feet. Look at his feet. He get washed out real bad right there. This dude is on skates, and he got one of them like them church socks on hardwood floors, man. Yeah. Church. Have you ever had them church socks on hardwood floors and you try to run around and you skating, bro? He got church shoes on the doggone basketball court, man. He just skating. Shoot. I think that Zim is going to get this kid together, man.
Get your up there, contain the damn ball. This is why we do it. Hey, too many missed tackles. Let's go.
Yes, indeed, man.
Too damn soft. I just hate mistakes.
I think Zim is going to get him
right.
I know for sure. Coaches love to coach. Shout out to Coach Marv. He quoted this, and I believe it came from the Steelers coach. He said, great coaches don't run from coaching. Great coaches don't run from coaching. Now, granted, when we talk about these type of things, I don't think that there's enough time, right, for this year. I'm being 1,000 with y'all, right? So we can look at defensive tackles that's available on the market right now and say to ourselves, who should the Cowboys go and just at least consider? Great coaches don't run from coaching. Now, Fletcher Cox, he's long in the tooth, and ain't nobody paying $10 million for him. I just being real with y'all, and I think he's about to retire, right? Let's go down here. There's been rumor mills about Linval Joseph, and that tooth is even longer than Fletcher Cox's tooth. You know what I'm saying? This dude got long teeth, and he's 35. So there's been the situation, do you bring him in? I don't think so. I think Chris Wormley, he would be a good situation for us to bring in, at least consider. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I want to know from y'all perspective, out of these guys, do you just wait to post June 1 and see which team is going to cut someone and just play the long game, and then you'll wait to after this week, of course, and a few other weeks, of course, and seeing what they can do against bigger bodies? I'm talking about the Denzel Daxons of the world, the Carl Davises of the world, not Carl Lewis, and as well as Mazy. The problem is with Mazy, you can't do no true evaluations of him yet because it is a situation that this is a deal, whereas he's not out there because of his shoulder situation, right? And if you also, let me do all position, let me do all defensive positions. No, let me do all positions. And then we'll go Okay, here we go. All defensive positions. On the flip end, you got Xavier Howard, you got Jamal Adams, J.C. Jackson, you got Emmanuel, not Archo, but Akbar, however you say that man's name, Justin Simmons. He's been linked to the Cowboys. He's 30. Damn, that dude hit a time warp on his age, didn't he? You got Eddie Jackson. I like him. Quandre Diggs. He's long in the tooth. So you got some guys on your DB side that's okay, right? I even like Michael Hyde, but, you know, he's 33. God dog, boy, that boy age, man. Marcus May. You got some people, man. You got some people that you can look at. Bring back Gilmore. Simmons still a free agent is crazy, right? Yeah, that is crazy right there. Yeah, it is crazy right here. What did he do? What Illuminati fees that he didn't pay? You know what I mean? Let me see what he did last year. He had 1 sack, 3 INTs last season. Shoot, I would pick that up just for on principles, man, on GP. You know, I would pick that up just off of principles, man. You know, that's crazy. That's flat out crazy, man. Let me see if I can pull it up PFF right quick before we open up the phone lines. Let's see, Justin Simmons. What the hell? I need to look back at his tape. 59 solo tackles, 3 INTs. passer rating. Allowed, that's 85. Yards per reception. He had 1 sack, 9 missed tackles. That's an angle you can say, okay, that's a flawed deal. But I'm looking at the 2 forced fumbles, man. What's going on with the dude, man? Come on, I got some beans and bologna.
Please come home.
I got beans, baby.
I got beans and bologna.
Unless he's outpriced himself, right? Maybe that's the situation. Emmanuel will be a great rotational situation. All safeties not ball hawks law. He is. Man, I just bring him in for competition, man. But at first, I guess with DBs, you got to see what you got, right? we got beans and bologna at the house, man. That's just what it is. 1 to 3 year deal, man. Yeah. All right, so before we move and slide over, man, I just want to tell you guys about our presenting sponsor for today is Prize Picks. Once again, they're in the mix, man. I appreciate them for taking real good care of all of you all, because I know for sure my guy Axon Powell, man, he just floating in money right now, man, for the things he's able to win over here. And they got some good spreads, man. A pitcher strikeout, man, 2.5 for Logan Webb today. That's the special Taco Tuesdays, man. Y'all can go check that out. And Scotty says, Tolbert says, do we need another safety? Old folks say, man, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it, right? That's just all I'm saying, you know? That's all I'm saying. Them old folks be right, don't they? Come on, put old folks in the chat, man. Put OF in the chat, man. You know, and I'm not talking about OnlyFans, but put OF in the chat. Them old folks, man, they be right, man. So y'all can check out my last winning, 375. We were able to do that with Michael Porter, of course, Alex Burks, and I'm still shooting myself because I should have went over or more than the versus last with Tyrese, man. So yeah, old folks be right, don't they, man, boy? Woo wee! Let's go with it, man. Let's go with it. Come on, man.
Not the one who made the rules, right? Do it, left, do it.
Come on, check out Prize Picks.
Do it, right? Do it.
100% deposits up to $100 will be matched. And all you have to do is download Prize Picks and use the promo specialty code that's in the description box. LAW. And if you can't spell that, man, then don't use it, man. Look, don't use it then if you can't spell LAW, man.
Damn. I ran up a check,
Come
I
on
might
with
do
it,
it
baby.
again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I've
10
been
toes
to
down,
the end.
baby.
Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands.
Come on.
Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, it's no
Come
reason
on
to
with it,
pretend.
baby.
If I do it once, I do it again.
Yup.
Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso.
657-390-7391 is the hotline for your mind. Brought to you by Prize Picks. You can be in the mix, just like I said earlier. Download Prize Picks, use promo code LAW. Come on with it. Or use my guy promo code, which is Action Powell. You come on with it. Come on with it with this. I got my brother from another mother. He comes to the Oxnard training camp facility as well every year, and he's like a scout, man, and he be able to break down the things that we need and the things that need to be with this particular team. And his name is MJ. On the other podcast shows, they call him Marv. It's the Magic City, man. So what's good with you, man? For the 206, you in the mix, man. Talk to me, man.
What up, Lord Nation?
Not much, man. Nothing much, man. Talk to me, man.
Yo, man, I'm like looking at everybody. Man, I'm just waiting for the season to start. And
Yeah.
Y'all some good tape. You just gotta get 2 more big boys and get this thing popping.
Yeah.
Let's get it popping, like they say. Hey?
Mazy just need to use his feet, man. He gotta get feet, man. He gotta get. I want him to do speed ladder drills. I want him to plank. I want him to do some plyometrics, some calisthenics, or something like that, man. Whatever he need to do to get his feet up under him, man. And squats, man. I don't care. I don't forever care what he bench presses. I need to know what he squat.
Yeah, because you can see him. I was watching some games, and he'll stand up, y'all, and when he turns, when he try to do that Dan Quinn trying to swim and go upfield,
Yeah.
he'll turn and he'll blow his butt right off the way.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, bad technique.
Bad
That's why
technique,
that guy-
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Redskin, they used to coach the Redskin D-line. That's why he telling him, man, that, man, everything was wrong. You could tell how he was talking. I'm
Yeah.
like, these guys coaching this boy the wrong way. Man, this guy, I was excited when we got him. Because, I thought they was going to play him and Big Hanks together so them DNs could eat.
Yeah.
And them linebackers. No. We trying to make the dude be a pass.
Yeah. And when you trying to do something that's out of the norm, right? You see the sloppiness of the technique when you're leaning forward and you're launching and everything, and the problem is this is like one of those things where this could be a lesson learned, right? And now he knows what not to do. The good thing is that, like you mentioned, the coach from Washington, they're not going to keep all of their D tackles, right?
No.
So that coach that used to coach at Washington, he would have firsthand information on those guys that's going to be released, and there should be a situation whereas he can just pick them up and then they will be over here and learning all of the things that he need to continue their whole process. And I hope that could be the situation, though.
Yeah, because I know they're talking about bringing a guy that used to be with Zimmer.
Paul Gunter?
No, the big D tackle.
Olenville Joseph.
Yeah, Olenville Joseph. You're going to get him, and I'm going to tell y'all, you're going to get him, one of the guys from Cleveland, or one of the guys from Washington. Watch what I tell y'all. And they know they can't keep, they're not keeping 6 D tackles. Because now, you know why they're not keeping them? They got to get ready for this new kickoff. Everybody getting a lot of linebackers and tight ends making the team. They need them boys to tackle.
Yeah.
It's not about corners. It's about them linebackers, safeties, and you know what I'm saying? So a lot of the D tackles is going to get let go. But I'm not worried about that. We just got to worry about the running scheme, the new running scheme, and make sure that you use some halfback to set up the pass. Because, like I said, everybody, like we was talking about, all the other receivers that come in the league that y'all never heard about, he gets 600, 700, 800 yards, but for some reason, our receivers can't get that because we don't play.
Yeah. We got to play some of the things that we do have, and I do agree with you on that. I will say this is that I'm really thinking that the Cowboys are going to slow play this. They got to see what Denzel Daxon is going to do, the Rodgers kid is going to do, and get him the most reps possible. And then Carl Davis, of course, they already know collectively what all he brings to the table. So I do agree with you on that, but I will be looking toward the back end of these guys making some movement for that. Yeah.
They're going to get a deep tackle. But like I say, everybody, and then this is a good thing. Our fans saying we sorry. Our fans say we sorry. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're saying that. Look, this is what I say, Law. Our fans say we sorry. Okay, you. I want you to think that. And then everybody bragging on Philly. You got to remember, I'm going to tell you, Cowboy fans, if your uncle, who you get is a new corner, the new corner going to get torched. Them Philly corners going to get torched. Now, about the 7 or 8 game or 9 game, they might be okay. And
Oh, yeah.
Trust me. And we got speed. Like look what you're showing right now. You see your boy, number 9. That boy's so dangerous. Man, you better start using that boy now with Cook and all them, so they can be cooking like hot grease.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. Appreciate you, MJ, man. Thank you for calling in, bro.
Love your show and all the fans, please. The ones that don't believe, don't believe. Because I'm going to be smoking a cigar, and I don't even smoke, but I'm going to be smoking a cigar at the end of the season.
No doubt, man.
Why they come on your phone? They're going to come on your show, Law, and say, yeah, I knew we could do it. No, you didn't. Keep that thought. I want everybody to keep that thought.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you.
Cowboys? Let's go, Law Nation. Salute,
man. That's a good call from MJ, man. All right, so we got a super chat while he was on the line here, and appreciate you, V, for the $10 support. I'm looking forward to seeing what Trey Lance can do in preseason. Go, Trey, as always, Super Bowl or bust. Come on with it. Shout out to Trey Lance too, and his team. He's doing a great job of working out, man, and getting things going. Hopefully, this will be able to see the transition from what he's doing as a workout guy to on the field guy. I know that he's wet behind the ear. He don't have a lot of experiences, but hey, we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League. From the 502, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picture in the Mix. Talk to me.
Yeah, what up, Law?
Not much, man. Talk to me, man. What you got?
Shit, I've been trying to call in for a few weeks, man. So I got a little bone I gotta pick with you, man. I've been following you for about 4 years, so it's nothing but respect.
Okay, appreciate it.
You've been nothing but run game, right? But in my opinion, we've been running back by committee about, off and on for about my whole life. I'm 26 right now.
Okay.
So, in actuality, I don't see a problem with the running game on the offensive side. Now, the defense, we've always had a problem stopping it, but I see a blind issue with a second option to throw the ball to. Now, I was one of those guys beating on the table for a speedster, you know what I mean? But what was it, 2 years ago when Cooks came in, or a year ago, whenever, I'm banging on the table, we need a speedster. They got Cooks in, I'm happy. Mm-hmm. One day he's talking about, he does play C.D. Lamb's spot. I'm like, you know what? He actually does play the slot. He's not an outside type of dude. So, then you look at the tight end room, Jake Ferguson ain't no second option.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to bring C.D. Lamb's targets down. Am I wrong?
No. But you said you had the bone to pick with me when I said run game. So I'm trying to figure out, from your perspective, what was our running scheme? Are we a zone run scheme, power run, or what were we? What kind of running scheme do we run? I just need to know. I need for you to help me out, man, so I can know which bone you're picking with me, man. I just need to know.
Okay. Well, the bone was more of, I don't see the issue with the run game on the offensive side. It was more of I see a passing issue coming up. This coming up season was more of the bone I had to pick. But I see us as a type of. I see the run game definitely revamped. We've always had a run game through the offensive line. The offensive line was old, tired, and used. In actuality, you can't get them guys out in the open field like you're supposed to block them middle linebackers and safeties to get you the open field that you need.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you roll with that one, Dad. But I would say this though. Yeah, the front five is the main ingredient to any run game. And the last few seasons we was nicked and then we was banged up in a few situations, right? And we didn't really had a person that was capable of dialing up the best run fits to fit the type of players that we had. And we would either be too top heavy with it. Remember the magical number that I said that I wanted Dak Prescott to have in 2021 and 2022? I said I want him to throw the ball anywhere between 24 to 27 times, right? And I wanted us to pound it because I look at Dak Prescott like this. I look at him as a play-action quarterback. I look at him as a guy that can get you to certain locations on the field, but I don't want Dak Prescott to throw the ball 30 to 35 to 40 times. That's not me trying to put an indictment on Dak, but I'm just looking at from what his skill sets as his max capabilities are, because there's a law out there of diminishing rates of return. And the same thing that I said, even with the law of diminishing rates of return, was the same law that I had applied to Ezekiel Elliott as well as Tony Pollard during that time frame. I said that I want those boys to give us anywhere between 25 to 30 rushing attempts, but I want it to be split. Yeah. And what the Cowboys tend to do is that they never maximize the split back situation. They would run Ezekiel Elliott, run, and then just occasionally throw in Tony Pollard. And I said that's not the way to go. And they never really did identify that identity. Now here's my problem heading into the 2024 season. We all know that Mike McCarthy, he's not a run game expert guy. He's not. Exactly. You know, so I don't know if he's going to all of a sudden evolve into that, what Jay-Z said earlier in the show. You know, I don't think that he's going to evolve into that. My only hope is that this dude named Steve Simcoe, or Shimko, however you say that man's name, would be able to dial up and put out some run plays so that we can digest it a little bit better. Because last season, regardless of blocking and regardless of who we had at running back, both of those things wasn't tangible enough that we can sit back and say, hey, it's good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now you said, I remember you did have a few segments. You did say you want Dak to only throw 20 to 25, that amount of time.
Right.
But think about it like this. Would you want Dak to be able to throw the ball with these running backs by committee, with another possible, what you would consider a number one receiver behind CeeDee Lamb, though? Maybe we can find one a few weeks into the season, because it's going to be a blurring issue. I don't care what nobody says. They're going to double CeeDee Lamb this year, roll coverage his way, and make you find somebody else to throw the ball to.
I get exactly what you're saying with that. They're going to double cover CeeDee Lamb and roll coverage Jake Ferguson way, and we need that other wide receiver to stand tall. I think Brandon Cooks, he talked about that earlier today. I'm going to pour that audio in a few. And that is that is something that we will have to wait and see. Because Jalen Brooks, Jalen Tolbert, yeah, they good and all, right? My guy Cavante Turpin, yeah, they good and all, but they still the area of the unknown, right, bro? I can't sit back and say, yeah, man, they gonna be the DK Metcalf season. Nah, man, we were all
need that. We need a 3.
yeah, we were all banging on the table for another possessor wide receiver. But here's the area of the unknown. We just don't know, man. That's the only thing. I like B. Cooks, man. I like what he brings to the table, but he's tiny, right? And if I'm a DB,
and is he even a 1,000-yard receiver anymore? That's a real question.
I think he can be. I think that him and Dak was getting on the same page a little later into the season, like week 8, week 9, give or take, right? But it wasn't still enough. It wasn't still enough. And these you can quantify and say, yeah, those are excuses. But I just think that right now, this is my order, and this is still enough though, bro. CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson, and then the ancillary piece like a Brandon Cooks or a Cavante Turpin and whoever else. But I think that you can still win games if you maximize CeeDee Lamb and Jake Ferguson.
Okay.
Yeah, but any other wide receiver.
Now that I'm thinking about that, though, if you're happy with that, but that's a lot of the middle of the field, though.
You're
not going to put a tight end in the X position. I mean,
True.
You can stack the middle of the field. CeeDee Lamb, he runs a nice corner route from the slot, but that's really the only deep route from the slot that he has going towards the outside of the field.
Damn, boy, you own it. Yeah, you own it because both of those guys fits. Both of those guys fits do trouble teams from the middle of the field. We don't have anybody that can press it on the outside like your primarily your X receiver that can really force the cornerback to release roll that way. We don't have that, right? We knew Michael Gallup. Yeah, he was off and on last year and pretty much more off than on, right? And then I've seen the way teams look at Brandon Cooks when he lined up on the outside. Teams were like, well, all right, we give you underneath, just nothing deep, right? So we'll give you cheap. Exactly. And they set on a lot of routes. They gave him a lot of underneath stuff, and he didn't attack underneath to a degree the way I like it, right? To force that player to say, okay, I'm going to press him a little bit better. So they set on a lot of his routes, and they were like, okay, we will give you that. We'll give you that. And 9 times out of 10, the one damn time that they tried to really force Cooks the ball inside was really literally in the postseason. And it was picked off because he stopped his feet. So I don't like that.
To force him to get the ball, though. What made him get the ball? CeeDee Lamb was doubled. There was roll coverage towards the middle of the field anyways, and we still had to throw the ball that way.
Still had to throw the ball that way. So you're right, bro. I can't argue with someone that's right about a situation. My thing is, sure. My thing is, our only hope would be we got Ryan Flournoy, right? I do like what he brings to the table. Now that's pretty much a reach there to depend on someone who is a rookie, right? Who's a late round draft pick that got the size, got the speed, or what have you, and is going to come in and do some phenomenal things. But if anybody can do it and find somebody like that, will be Will McClay, right? Keep in mind, Puka Nacua, or however you say that man's name, they were in a similar situation. All they had was the guy that could run inside Cooper Kupp, right? And they had tiny receivers on the outside, Atwell and whoever else on that particular team. But out of the blue, Puka and them was able to stretch fields, catch balls, line up outside, line up inside. So my hope would be if this dude can stand tall. I heard that he's a workout warrior, right? And if Jalen Brooks or Jalen Tolbert, we need an ex-receiver to stand tall. We do.
Yeah. And not to mention, now that we're talking about it, okay, and we did lose, nobody wants to talk about this, we did lose another receiving option from the backfield in Tony Pollard. I don't care what nobody says. He don't run a great route, but he's there for checkdowns.
Yeah.
Who Ezekiel Elliott ain't gonna run no nice Texas route for us.
Rico can. But
is he gonna be in the game? Is he gonna be in the game to be able to run them routes though?
Man, bro, you come up, bro. You right. You didn't call in a couple of weeks. You've been trying to get in. Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, you right. Rico. Will he be in the game to do that? Well, guess what? And I'm not saying that this should be the situation. But Ezekiel Elliott was the Patriots' #1 wide receiver too last year, as far as numbers and matrix. He caught a lot of balls in the backfield. But if I'm developing a system in a situation, I don't want Zeke to do that here, though. I promise you, I don't want him to do that here. No, not because
we wanted him to do that 4 years ago.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 years ago, hell. Yeah, and technically, in 2018, he led the team in receptions, I believe. I think he did. Y'all look it up.
I didn't know that was a good shot right there.
Yeah. Off the top of my head, man. But man, I appreciate you, man. Shoot, you had me against the wall, man. You had me pulling out all of my doggone tapes and all of my minds, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I've been supporting you for a long time, man. Good talking to you.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. Let me hear you say it, though, bro, before you roll.
It's what is it? It's not DC for sure. It's DC for life or something like that.
No. My guy Jimmy Johnson coined the phrase. I know you know it, man. How about them Cowboys?
Go Cowboys. How about them Cowboys?
All right. Appreciate you, man, for the 502, man. Good call from him, man. Shoot. Hey, pause and no Diddy and no Eddie, all of them, man. Y'all sitting in the chat. Law, you need to say no Eddie, no Diddy or something. But let me give this man a round of applause. Let's go. Somebody said that was low key Michael Parsons. Maybe it was because sure he was really pressing me a little bit with a lot of things, man. I got the 757 and then I have the 704. So 757, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to me.
What's up, Law?
What's good with you, man? Talk to me, man.
Man, I love your show, man. I've been trying to get it for a long time down here in Virginia.
I appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. You going full court press me too?
Hey,
what you got?
What you talking about, man?
What you got?
That doggone defense, man. Hey, they couldn't stop the run, man. The front four, man.
Mm-hmm.
They need some big boys, man. They need some boys to stop the run. The offense is gonna be all right. That's all I gotta say, really, man. When you address that, what they gonna do about the front four, man? I mean, come on, Mazy, he all right, but he needs some guys, man, to stop that run. Cause they ran through us like paper last year.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And then it won't no discipline, man. They put the camera on the guys on the sideline. They laying back, man, like they in a hotel. I'm glad Zimmerman coming, man, because Zimmerman, he no nonsense, man. Them guys need somebody to crack that whip on them. Where your mama used to crack that whip on his kids.
Oh, yeah.
If he act right or you get right.
Yeah. He's slapping them whips around. Here's what I want to say, though. Sounds of the sideline is going to be a lot of beeps.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that fancy. When they had Aiden Durde, they changed the language on his. Nah, they're going to have to go in. They're going to have to edit it out because they're going to have the yellow flags on the YouTube page. It can be a lot of beeps, man. And I think that they're going to need that. I think that the defense is going to be kind of struggly for the first four or 5 weeks, right? The offense is going to have to pull things through. Because whenever you have new defenses, you try to learn defense, it takes some time, right? So we know that. The offense, we're going to have to lean on the offense for the first 4 weeks. The thing is, we playing good defensive teams. Browns. We playing against the New Orleans Saints. Who's our third team we play? It's another defensive team. And I know our fourth team. Let me see if I can pull it up right quick. I know y'all got the schedule right in front of y'all. So we playing against a lot of. Let me see if I can find it right quick. Bear with me. Yeah. We playing against the Ravens. So the first 4 weeks we play against defensive teams, and we just got to. We can argue the first 6 weeks we play against defensive teams. God dog, I'm looking at it again. Hold on. The first 8 weeks, because we get the bye, we play against defensive teams. They are all defensive teams. And we just got to make sure that, we just got to make sure our offense is kicking and our defense can be sustainable enough. I got us winning against the Browns. I got us winning against the Saints. I got us, hey, if it can go overtime and we win against the Ravens, that's good. I got us winning against the Giants. I got us winning against the Steelers. I got us winning against the Lions, right? So that's just how it goes, man. But if those things can happen, man, it'll work out good for us, bro. But we just got to make sure that we standing 10 toes down, bro.
When they played Arizona, they had a blueprint and everybody just followed. Just run against the Cowboys. Just run. That's what they did. And I mean, he's got a 3rd and 7, man. They pick up 8 yards. Come on, man.
Yeah.
We're running the ball, and that's irritating, man. I just hope, man, they can just find some kind of way to start the run. I believe everything will be all right, man. I think the secondary will be pretty good, but it's run on us, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, Lord, hey, man, I enjoy your show, and we love you down here in VA, man, and stay strong, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good call from you, man. Good call. All right. Yeah. Somebody said that the Saints not a good defensive team, man. Should give me Marshawn Lattimore, right? They finished top 10 in defense last season. They were the 10th team in defense, right? I'm looking at their stat line for your mind. Yeah, they was 10th team in defense. That's good defense, man. In 2021, we didn't finish top 10 in defense, but we were considered a good defense. We finished, 14 and 15, something like that? Yeah. 2022, I don't think we finished top 10 in defense. Yeah. Y'all look it up. We finished top in takeaways and turnovers and stuff like that. But New Orleans, they got a real solid defense. And they got some guys on the offensive field that can stretch the ball. Chris Olave ain't no one to sneeze at, right? So I'm just saying, I just want to be able to present you guys some realness with this conversation. I'm not here to put lipstick on a pig. We just got to make sure that our offense can carry us. Yeah. Give me the Mario Davis, sugar. Yeah, I can't say your name all the way, but Sugar Williams. All right, I got the 704. You live on the nation from North Carolina. Stand tall or not at all. You live. Talk to me.
What's up, Law?
Not much, man. Talk to me, man.
Yeah, I was just want to tell you, man. As you were showing them looks, I wish the fans could understand. Dan Quinn, our front four, they had 4-yard splits. You had the 2 nose tackles close. Then from the nose tackle to both ends on both sides, it was 4-yard splits, and they running 12 personnel. That's 3 yards right there off the gate. Dan Quinn is the cause. When Zimmer fixed that D line and they say they're gonna be going off blocks, when you play off blocks, that's a lot of clogging holes and clogging sides.
Yeah.
Just getting in the right alignment, that's gonna stop at least 3 yards of it. It's gonna cause some jams. So, like I say, Dan Quinn turned into a tomato can, man, at the end, man.
Yeah.
He hurt us bad.
I think that Dan Quinn, you know, I listen to my guy Boss Cowboys Sports, you know, him and Henny, shout out to him, Henny Moore, and they was talking about like Dan Quinn didn't get what he wanted, right? He wanted what's the kid name, the linebacker, what's the kid name? 55. What's his name? God dog, he wore 45. 45, 55, 50. What's the name, y'all? God dog, my mind slipped me. What's that dude? Bobby Wagner. Shout out to you, Sighted. Yeah, we wanted Bobby Wagner, right? And Jerry Jones and company, they didn't want to swipe the credit card for it. But just because you didn't get what you want doesn't mean that you have to get rid of what you already got. And this is what I'm trying to say is they had Rashaan Evans. They had every reason to say, okay, let's work out real linebackers, right? Not guys that's acting like linebackers to be linebackers. So what I'm saying is Dan Quinn, I get it. We can lean on the fact that he didn't get what he wanted. But damn it, he shouldn't coach like he coached still. You know, you can't have it both ways is what I'm trying to say. So I do look at it from this aspect. I think that Dan Quinn got really happy with the numbers, right? He got happy with establishing, creating pressure. He got happy on getting turnovers and takeaways, the easy money, right? And he forgot about the principles and the fundamentals. I would rather for a team to not have the ability to run the ball and throw the ball versus having the ability to run the ball all over us. You got to play disciplined football, and I think that the discipline situation is going to come with coaching, and we still going to get turnovers and takeaways, but we're going to be more disciplined now.
You right about that, Law. And the last thing, why you think, I'm just want to ask you a question. Why you think Emmitt Smith lasted so long?
That offensive line,
That offensive line never got to the point the way it was last year for us. Now I'm telling you, I listened to you. You did it. It was on a little YouTube TikTok shot. You talked about Bakhtiari again.
Yeah.
If I really believe, like you said, if Guyton, if he's slow, they're gonna pick up Bakhtiari, and I feel like the Zeke, Royce Freeman, all on board, they're gonna be able to get the room like they need to. If both guards on each side, the center get their push, we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right, Law.
No doubt, man. Hey, I appreciate you, man. I gotta let you go, but man, hey, let me hear you say it, man, from North Carolina.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? I heard North Carolina got the best barbecue, man. So if I'm ever there, man, hook me up, bro. Appreciate you.
It's pretty good. All right, bud.
All right. Yes, indeed. Fireside chat, man. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, and the other thing is self-preservation. Emmitt knew how to get out of bounds. Emmitt knew how to get out of bounds. And I do agree with David Bakhtiari. You know, I would listen to Boss Cowboys Sports Show and Henny, and they was talking about the fact that, you know, we playing against some good defensive teams. some good edge rushers, right? I think 10 or 11, 12 or 13 of the best edge rushers, right? And that is a situation that you're throwing in the fact that you got Tyler Guyton out there, throwing him out to the wolves or throwing him into the deep end of the pool, getting baptized by fire, right? But I want to remind people that we also got a guy with a cantankerous of a head, right, named Ezekiel Elliott, number 15, and he's going to be mean out there. So you got to keep him in the backfield to block, right? You got to also chip and release with Jake Ferguson, who is nice as relates to blocking. And then you got to also have Luke Schoonmaker. You drafted him for a reason. We may be limited on who we going to send out there on the field, but we got to scheme it up, right? We're not the only team that's going to be limited with offensive linemen. We got to understand that not everybody got Pro Bowlers on their offensive line. And just like we can go back and forth and talk about, hey, we got to face those boys, on the flip side, not everybody got a Zach Martin, right? And not everybody got a Tyler Smith. So that's why this game is more, and span forward, appreciate you citing. That's why this game is more of a chess and not checkers. So just like when people point out that we got to go up against Garrett, not Jason, right? Miles, and we got to go up against Bosa and all of those other boys. Well, damn it, they got to go up against Zach Martin. They got to go up against Tyler Smith, right? Who got vice grips as hands. They got to go up against CD Lamb. They thinking how they can stop Lamb. Nobody was able to do the things that CD was able to do last year. We got to continue to stack those things on top of that. But granted, I do like the fact that they brought up those things. Not that it was fear talk. Those my boys, right? Those my boys. So the same way I'm talking to y'all, I talk to them, right? So what I'm saying is we got to understand that teams are looking at it like, dog, you got Tyler Smith you got to go up against. You got Zach Martin you got to go up against. And granted, yes, Terrence Steele, we can talk about he looked like Steele Reserve, the 211s last year. But on the back end, Terrence Steele, he improved. He improved. And I get it, going through injuries and everything. We look at it like injuries are not a major thing in Cowboys land, right? Because that's just how the Jerry Jones family operate and move too. When you get hurt, you get paid. That's just how it goes. I'm telling you, if CD Lamb would have twisted a knee or hurt a leg or something, he would have got paid, right? Dak Prescott, bruised elbow, he would have got paid by now, right? But if you get hurt, you get paid. That's just the Cowboys way, right? They got to be the smartest people in the room. That's just how they roll. But at the end of the day, we need to stop talking like, hey, we are in fear of what they doing. Teams need to be talking like, man, they need to be in fear of what we bring into the table too. We got Parsons. We got Trayvon Diggs that's coming back. And excuse me, we do have CD Lamb and some weapons too. Let's go. Let's get this other caller on the line. My guy from the 206, you in the mix. Eric, you're live on the Nation. Brought to you by Prize Picks. What you got?
What's going on, Mr. What's up, Mr. How you doing, bud?
Hey, man, all is well, man. I can't complain. That's good. Yeah.
How the boys looking this year?
Oh, well, I have us still going to the playoffs. I have us still, doing our job. How your Seattle Seahawks doing, man?
They're looking pretty good.
Yeah. How about this? I would trade you Jalen Tolbert, Jalen Brooks, and Tiny Deuce Vaughn for DK Metcalf right now, straight up.
Well, I would probably like that because of the whole antics.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the guys would actually do that.
Yeah, you don't know. But just talk to him for me, man. Just hit them up and say, hey, Law Nation is on the phone. He got these tradable pieces, man. Oh, my gosh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, I would love to have CeeDee Lamb and DK Metcalf onto the outside and have Jake Ferguson. Just running his deal inside, man, as far as the tight end. I would just love to have that matchup, man. That would be nice, bro. I mean, you would even buy a DK Metcalf Cowboy jersey, right?
Maybe, yeah.
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 You said maybe. What else you got, man? They say your phone volume real low, so speak up into the mic just a little bit for us, man.
Okay. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Yeah. I'm living the dream. Been working out a lot, so getting exercise.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we're looking forward to what Seattle and Dallas doing with during the season. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And one last thing before I go. How about them Cowboys?
How about them, Eric, man? Appreciate you so much, man. And I always say this, good luck to your team until they play us, man. Shout out to you, man. Salute, bro. That's one of my mods there, man. Eric, man, he always, brings some good stuff to the table, man, as far as his insights. And let's go. Let's lock it up.
The conference has been locked.
I got two guys that's here waiting. I got the 210 you in. Doc, you're live for the nation, brought to you by Prize Picture in the Mix. Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, Law? It's been a long time, man.
Hey, man.
Get with you. Been kind of busy, dealing with this health issue, man.
I'm praying for you.
Anyway, I want to ask you a question about this contract situation. Had you heard anything about the contract thing? Because I'm going to try to give you a little insight if you have, and that's what I'm asking you.
No, I haven't. I haven't heard anything, man. So your news would be news to me.
Okay, this I ran across. Excuse me. I ran across a program the other day. I forget the individual name, but he's a Cowboys fan. And he knows about the Cowboys, and he broke it all down. I mean, he broke it all the way down as far as the contract goes. And everybody don't think Jerry Jones and them know what they're doing, but you know what? They got a plan. And he broke it down how this contract thing goes. The money thing with, like, even the $100 million they got for next year and all that. And the way they work, the way they're going to work this. Because Michael Parsons, you don't have to worry about him right now, really.
Technically,
you know
yeah, right.
And you really don't have to worry about C.D. Lamb. It's not going to be no fool. But the way he explained it, I can't break it down for you from dollar cent to dollar cent. But the way he broke it down made all the sense in the world. And see, the way these people on these 3 and 4 other networks are talking, it's like, hey, they don't know what's going on. Jerry Jones them been known for the last year or so what was going to happen when the season was over with. It ain't like they didn't know. It wasn't no surprise to them. So they got a plan. They're going to be a little stuff for money. Like next year they got all them draft picks. What they got? How many extra draft picks they get next year?
About 4, I believe, for compensatory picks, 3 or 4.
Yeah, well, they got all the draft picks, and they basically that's probably what they're gonna build from the way this dude broke everything down. Because
what's the fella name? What he look like?
I can't remember his name, but he's a bald head guy. He had glasses on. I started to write his name down, everything because But I sit here and listen to him. He talked for about 20 minutes or so, And he started with Dak on down the line and broke it all down the line.
Bald headed with glasses, white or black, Mexican,
white guy.
Okay.
White guy, yeah. It's a program they have. I tried to remember it, but the end of it had game something at the end of this title. I just can't remember what it is, but if I run back across it again, I'm just trying to write it down and remember it.
Maybe Brian Broadus, man. Maybe it's him,
No,
but Broadus got hair on the side. Yeah.
I know him. This dude was like had like what you call a sunroof.
A sunroof.
Hair on the side and shit.
Okay.
Like these big, but I had never seen him before. I've never heard of him before.
Hey man, we start new channels every day, man. So I can't wait, man. So when you find it, send it over to me.
And like I say, and then like I listened to Angry Cowboy and all them, and I told him about it. I didn't get in the whole full detail, but I said, hey man, these people, Cowboy fans, need to quit worrying about this contract issue because it's gonna get done.
Okay.
They're gonna do it when they do it, and it's a time frame. and
Yeah.
Dak is gonna get his money.
I think that whatever it may be, it could be a situation that they're leveraging the hearts and minds of the people, because think about it. They've just posted Dak Prescott, his faith fight and finish thing.
His program.
His program. They posted that on the website. They donated money to him. They added him into the scheduled release party. So they doing a lot of things with Dak Prescott. I don't think that they'll do all of that to release him or to let him go.
Oh no, Dak Prescott not going away. Like I said, this don't make no sense. Why would you get rid of Dak Prescott when you know what you got? Ain't no quarterbacks out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a quarterback that can replace him. Like I say, I listen to all these old talking heads on this whole network. They make me so mad. I could, And then again, the free agency.
Right.
I got this is my chain of thought on free agency. Why should you pay all this money for a declining player when you got 3 players on your team that need to get paid?
True.
And
So
2 of them are youngsters.
So
why am I gonna go get a 7-8 year veteran when I got 2-3 year guys right here that need to get their money?
Yeah, Doc, you on the money with that then, Doc. Yeah, why go outside when you can stay in?
Playing, because they're really not that bad. Listen here, Jimmy Johnson took him to the Super Bowl with 2 of the smallest linebackers there ever was, Dak Nugent and Dexter Coley. Coakley, if you remember, man, them were 2 small linebackers. So, like I always say, Lord, it's like this. It's not the size of a dog in a fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. That's the way I look at it.
Let's go to it, man. Appreciate you so much, man. Thank you for tuning in, bro. And let me hear you say it, Doc. Let me hear you say it, man.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? Good call from him, man. Good call from him. Maybe he's talking about my guy, Kamish. I should ask, do he have a nice beard or what have you? Got a sunroof? Yeah. Maybe that's who he talking about, man. Got one other caller on the docket here, and before I let this other caller on, I'm going to let this other caller on. This is from Aaron, man, from the 562 West Coast style, man. What's good, man? Talk to me, man.
What's good, Lord? How you doing today?
Man, all is well, man. Can't complain at all, bro. Can't complain.
I can dig it. I'm a little late to jump on the show, but
it's all good.
One, just I don't know if it's on the subject. I think Mazy and Osa is gonna thrive under Mike Zimmer's defense.
Right.
Is it me, or does Mike seem like he's focused more on the front 7 than the back end?
I think he does. He focused on the front 7, yeah. But he cut his teeth. He cut his teeth in the secondary, though.
Okay. Well, we got a great coach for the secondary, so we can just focus mainly on the front 7. This defense is going to prosper.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
And then I was going to say, do you think they're going to trade Hendershot?
I don't think that there will be any dancing partners for him. It take 2 to tango, and I don't think that there will be a dancing partner for him. I think that if the Cowboys trade him, then kudos and credence for them for getting something back in return. But I don't think that he got enough weight for a dancing partner. So I would rather just let him fight for a spot all off season, right? In training camp and say, hey, man, earn the ground that you're walking on, bro. We got Brevin Spann. We got Luke Schoonmaker. We got Jake Ferguson, dog. If you really want to be on this team, fight for it. Break the pool stick. Let that brother fight for it. That's how I look at it.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Okay. I was going to say, I'm going to be at that Cowboys Niner game in October. I'm going to definitely be there. I don't care, for our record, I don't care what our record is, as long as we beat the Niners at home, convincingly, I think that might get back his contract sooner.
If you, here's the thing, though, and it could be stubborn, it could be just a stubborn part of Todd France on how he liked to do things, or Dak Prescott in general.
Right.
He do not negotiate during the season. You do not negotiate during the season. No,
I'm saying, I think I heard you maybe a couple shows before. They might already have this deal done already. They just doing this little dance, and they're gonna break it out.
Yeah.
During training camp.
Hell yeah, I think they do. I think that they're gonna surprise the world because Dak Prescott every year, his birthday hits during training camp, right? And they're gonna do something like that. They love to make everybody fight each other, man, and just make it like a whole documentary thing. They got Netflix that's finna be on TV, right? And Jerry Jones, he put salt on his McGriddle, man. So come on, when we learned that he put salt on his McGriddle out there at Oxnard, So that's just how the Joneses do, man. They setting it up. It's the drama show, drama for your mama, all of that good stuff, man. So that's just how it goes.
Hey, look, people may not like Jerry Jones and his antics, but one thing, he always gonna have Cowboys coming out of other people's mouths.
Oh yeah, man. Shoot. This is how it is, man.
I was like, I'm not mad at him because, we are America's most wanted.
Yeah.
Most hated. I'll take that.
Yes, indeed, Aaron. So, hey,
yeah,
when we, go ahead.
No, so I was gonna let you go. I just want chop it up and shoot the shit. That's it.
Hell yeah. And let me hear you say it then, bro.
Man, how about them damn Cowboys?
How about them, man? That's my guy, man. Yeah, yes, indeed. Long Beach in the house, man. I think I found the guy, that everybody was talking about. And I went through my search history right here. And he got a lot of good views on it, man.
And the subject I want to bring up today is the Cowboys cap space for the 2025 NFL season. Now, I know it might seem a little bit early to talk about that, but I think once we dive into this a little bit more, it'll make a little more sense, especially with the extensions that we need to get done. So that's what we're going to talk about today. But before we do that, I just wanted to thank y'all so much for subscribing to the channel. I ask that y'all please continue to subscribe, watch the videos, like them, comment anything down below. Please share them with your friends. We are really coming along strong here, so thank you so much for all this.
Hey, he got 94 subs, man. I know I can find 6 people, man. 6 people. Matter of fact, 7 to get 101, man. I know I can find 7 people, man. Subscribe to my guy right here. Here's the channel right here. Subscribe, and support my guy. Anytime you dedicated with, dress shirt and the tie, and he got the seasonal beard, man, because, I can't wait, God working on me, man, so I can get that white silver beard too, So subscribe to my guy. I can't wait to hear that and everything. So appreciate all of you guys. Be sure to check that video out because he's going to break it down, man. So hit him up. And pay attention to that beautiful video that he's going to display right there. So subscribe to him. And let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's get it. Before I rock up out of here, let me play this audio from Brandon Cooks that I promised that I'll play. And let's get things going. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. Shout out to y'all, man. That's the commish, man. So let's go. You can barely hear him, so that's why I didn't play the audio all the way through. Hope that the audio sessions, man, become a little bit better here. Apologize, man, for the faint of audio. Just turn me down and turn them all the way up if possible on your end, and we'll get things rocking and rolling. Let me see if I can find this video right quick about how Brandon Cooks felt about things. Hold on, here we go.
Only one Super Bowl winner every year, so every team is trying to tweak their team to get where they need to be. And, this was an off season, as you know, the Cowboys always in the news about not really making a lot of moves in free agency and trades and such. What do you guys have thoughts on that? Or you've been doing this a while. You're a decade in the league. How do you treat what your team does in the offseason?
For the most part, I kind of don't pay attention. But when you do, it's like I take that as a compliment because, Will and Jerry and Steve, obviously they feel like they have a group that's in place that can get it done, right? And so when you have those opportunities where you don't see your team making as much moves, you take that as, I'm going to work that much harder to be able to prove them right on not having to make all those moves. So when we look up, they made the right decisions.
Man, he said a mouthful there, ladies and gentlemen. That's insurance from the front office to the players that's here of saying that, hey, Let's run that thing back. Cowboys number 1, number 2, something like that, number 3-ish, something like that in offense. Let's run it back. Cooks had 8 to 9 touchdowns last season. Run it back, man. And if anything can be a bead of confidence to those boys, would be, I believe in you. I trust you, right? Cali Cowboy says we dealing with a lot of unknowns, man. And I can't get mad at y'all because those are the God honest truth right there.
Well, what I'm saying is that there are known knowns and that there are known unknowns, but there's also unknown unknowns, things we don't know that we don't know.
Yes, ratio, and it is definitely our guy's philosophy. It's an our guy philosophy. And we can argue and say, hey, that philosophy may be flawed. It may not work. Let me see how many subscribers we got now for my guy.
And the subject I want to bring up today is...
Ooh, got 107 subscribers, man, for my guy right now. Hey, y'all be sure to check that out, man. And let's get him 903 more. You know, let's get him to 1,000 subscribers, man, if possible, man. That'll work out for his channel and everything else, man. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. And that's just what it is, man. Like I said, man, that is the best insurance of all, ladies and gentlemen, of having somebody to believe in you, right? Someone to say, okay, hey, we like our guys. But my thing is, it's good for the goose, it's also good for the gander, right? Everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. And at the time, just like what Jay-Z said, you got to continue to push things, and your curiosity got to continue to be there. Just because the world stopped doesn't mean that you can't keep moving, right? Or something of that nature. I had someone to tell me, just because your world stopped doesn't mean that everyone else's world stopped. And that was during the time of hardship. That was during the time of troublesome. That was during the time of grievance. And I'm still grieving. So that means that the world going to continue to spin. Look, we can talk about the Cowboys not being successful in the last 28 years. But there's teams that haven't won a single playoff game in 23 seasons. 23 years. The Miami Dolphins, right? It's been 18 seasons since the Washington Redskin team, pardon me, the Washington team won a playoff game. That's a long time. Kelvin says, it's funny, we all live in our own world, right? You ain't lying. What we do. We all live in our own world, right? One of the greatest examples of this was Man in Black. I'm a very good movie guy. And there was these small little creatures that they had their own world inside a locker room, right? You open up a locker room, a little locker, and they was like, hey, he gave them a watch or something, and they worshiped the watch. So they had their own world, basically. So it's all what it is. We all living in our own world, regardless of it. What seemed big to you, small for others, and what seems small to you is big to others. That's just what it is. Success is very much so subjective. It is. Ain't it right, Holly? It says pause. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, those who watching and listen, in the words of my guy Keith Sweat, what he would tell you right now is this promising of me finding this little audio tool right here.
Nobody, baby. Nobody. And who can do it like me? Nobody. Who can give you what you need?
Who give you what you need, baby?
Who can do you all night long?
Who can do you all night long?
Nobody, baby.
Nobody. So if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, or plan for it, or lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence and stern pertinacity, if neither cold, poverty, or famish, or fame, or the sickness of your body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset with the help of Almighty, you will get it. And nobody
baby,
will be able to stop you, baby.
And who can do it like me?
Come on.
Who can give you what you need?
Come on with it.
Who can do you all night long? Nobody, baby.
Dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same.
Let's roll those credits. Come on, baby. We about. See y'all tonight, man, on the final word. Peace.
I've been really in the field, rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Come on.
What more do you want from me?
Shout out to everybody, man.
Lately, I just wanna run
What
it
we tell them? Come on, baby. Shout out to you, troops.
Lately, I just wanna run
Sweet.
it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change to the same.
Shout out to you, Fitzpatrick. Rodriguez. Jose.
I still say and roll my chain.
Cali. Come on, let's get
when
it.
I play, charge it to the game.
Hey.
I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Revan now.
Come on.
I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me.
Shout out to you, Kevin, baby.
Designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this.
Come on.
Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit.
Having an unnatural allegiance.
I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Ooh.
Kinda check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah, yeah. I just be off the dome.
Yep.
I never own no chrome.
Come on.
Too many foes and clones. Yeah, yeah. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone. Yeah.
Shout out to you, Def King 55, keeping it live, baby.
Like this mother.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. I have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
In the heat of controversy,
Kinda check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
give you what you need. Who can do
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Nobody, baby.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Oh, snap.
We answered, I talked stuff, I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's a better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe this.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles for the hard fight they did?
Let's go Birds, fly, Eagles fly, still Super Bowl champs.
Where my dogs at, man? Oh. We up out, man. If you enjoyed this show, man, put a 1 in the chat. Come on. Put a 1 in the chat if you really enjoyed this show. And I really appreciate you so much. Let's go. One love, baby. Come on.
Take a drag of my cigarette.
Come on, baby. Ah.
Take a bite of my burger, babe. Save the last bite for you. For you. Don't let the street lights hit you all alone.
Don't forget to check out Prize Picks. Salute to them. Be sure to use promo code LAW. Download Prize Picks. I be on.
Play it too. I'll follow.
Come on.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, play it too.
Come on.
They can come closer than close. Yeah. 7 years of perfect love. Original, they never would be.
And another one.
And another one.
Come on. Jerry, get with it, man. Come on.
Finding you was a wanderlust. 7 wonders all in one. All in one. Don't let the street
Lights hit you.
all alone.
Thank you. Street lights. Final word will be at 8 o'clock. Cowboys time. Texas time.
Don't let the street lights hit you. Could
I be on.
All
play
right.
it too? I'll follow.
Bleach, blonde, bad built. Y'all put the rest down, baby. Come on. Bleach, blonde, bad built. Come on.
If a paper crane can fly.
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team. Right. They have all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly. Fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
God, Lord have mercy. I mean, Lord. I'm sorry. I got distracted. I just started fantasizing.
Not the one who made the rules, right? Do it left, do it right, do it left.
Nobody, baby. Nobody. And who can do it like me? Who
They can come
give
closer
me what
than
you
close.
need?
Right. I want my flowers while I'm living. It's an evil world we live in.
Nobody, baby.
Damn, Dak Prescott. No days off. Nobody off.
Nobody, baby. And who can do it like me?
Ready? Run from it. Destiny arrives all the same.
Who can do you all night long?
What should I say?
Nobody, baby.
I am.
Ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
I want me some glory hole.
Texting me, paging me, asking
Bartez!
me.
What is your profession?
Check on me. Listen.
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Little boys.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pill at night, I gave you everything I had. I gave you everything I had.
Get your up there, contain the damn ball! This is why we do it! Too many missed tackles, let's go! We're too damn soft. I just hate mistakes.
Come out the closet. Come out the closet.
Like this motherfucker don't miss. No, that motherfucker don't miss, man. In the heat of battle, he don't miss. In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
See, when you invest in something and you hustle and you work for something, you got a different type of attachment to it. You're going to have a cold day in hell for somebody to try to take this from you. We live by this, we die by this. We don't surrender, we don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. I listen to that quote every morning. I want to get mine out the mud. I want mine out the dirt. I don't want no handouts. I don't want no celebrity to co-sign me and somebody to see me in the street and say, I remember when such and such put you on. No. It may sound harsh, but I'm going to beat myself up so the world can't beat me up.
Together.
Because the world is a cruel place. It can be a beautiful place if you allow it to be. Once your perspective changes, that's when miracles happen. What else I got to conquer so I can get to the next level? What else? There's always going to be giants at the gate. If it ain't rough, it ain't us. Let's go. Wow. So it ain't like, why me? It's like, why not me? Let's do it. The flowers